Hey everyone, today I don't have the bow to show you at the beginning of the video like I usually do. I'm at a friend's house again and I left the other one at home, so you won't see the finished project until we actually finish it on the video. But it's a really cute bow. I'm sure y'all are all going to love it. I don't know the name of this type of bow. I call all hairbows. But you're going to need two different sizes of ribbon. You can make them the same size, but I like to use two different sizes. The smaller size is going to go over the larger size, of course, and the two colors I'm using, they both have a pattern. This one has flowers with pink stripes, and this one also has flowers, but it's in squares patterns, so it's white green, white green. These two sizes that I am using, this one says 5/8 of an inch. I think that might actually be upside down. And it's 100% polyester, and that's the first size, the one with pink stripes on it. And the box pattern is 3/8 of an inch, and also 100% polyester. So those are the two sizes I'm using. We're going to need scissors, hot glue gun, hot glue stick, and any kind of miniature bow, miniature flower, bead, gem, anything that can cover up the very middle of it. If you don't want to, that's fine. If you want to just put some ribbon around the middle, like on my other tutorials, you can try that. But I like to put a miniature light bow with this color. I haven't tried any of the gems yet, which hopefully I'll get to try that with this pattern soon. But let's go ahead and get started, and tell me what you think at the end of the video. Okay, now that you have your ribbon cut, to cut your ribbon, just test it how big you want the bow. It's easy. Take the ribbon, and fold it like that, and then take some more and fold it evenly across, because you're going to overlap them and hot glue them. So if you want it about that big, then you will take it at that middle where it came, and that's how much you will cut off. But I already have mine cut. You can, with the larger ribbon, you can take the small and cut it the same length as the wider ribbon, or you can take the skinnier, the more narrow ribbon and cut it shorter. I cut mine for this project. I cut them both the same length, the wider and the more narrow kind. But once you get it cut, you want to find where your center is, and if you want, you can go ahead and do this with all. I do this sometimes just to make sure that I have it the way I want it. You can either fold it as you go. In other words, fold it and hot glue it, like test it first and then hot glue it and make sure it's even on both sides. Or you can test where the middle's at by taking your ribbon and folding it halfway, and then folding it the other way where it overlaps over that half. And you can see if that's about the middle, if both sides are about the same size. And that is, so I'm going to mark that as the middle with a pin. And you can go ahead just to make sure that once you start hot gluing your ribbon, it's all pretty much done. You don't have to, you can go ahead and start hot gluing everything. Now if you want, once you have that middle marked, if you cut yours all the same length, you can just take the pin and mark that exact same spot on the next piece. And since the skinny ribbon is also the same length, you can mark it with the pin. And once you get all the pieces marked, or if you prefer to just find the middle as you go, just go ahead and start hot gluing. And if you want to make sure that they lined up, you can go ahead and fold it over your pin mark and see if they overlap evenly, and mine do. Once you have that done, take your hot glue gun and just dab it on where the pin mark is. Okay, so now overlap this, and don't forget not to press too hard at first, just kind of barely tap, because remember the glue is hot and it can come through the ribbon. And then double check how far you want to overlap. Mine, I want to overlap right where the pink line is right here, because that's where mine overlaps perfectly to where it's even on both sides. Put some more hot glue on. Having trouble with mine for some reason. Kind of spread the glue out evenly just to make sure it makes a nice hold. And I'm going to glue it right where the beginning of this pink strip is, and I'm just going to kind of hold where the hot glue isn't at, and then I'm going to just pinch on and off until it gets pretty much dry and cools down. And that's what your first piece is going to look like, overlapped. And then get the second wide strip and start on it. And you're going to do this with the skinny ribbon too, just like we did. We put the hot glue on, and then we overlap the ribbon. And do this with all of your strips of ribbon, and then we'll get back to the next step. Okay, from here I have all 4 of my strips of ribbon glued in the middle, and now we are going to test how it looks, sort of the finished project. So you want to take the wide strips and cross them over like an X, and then you want to take the 2 skinnier strips and cross them like a cross, or if you're looking at it from the other way, the other one will be the cross and this will be the X. I like to flip my last piece of ribbon where the part that I glued together is on the bottom, so I flip it that way. Which, if you're not putting a bead or a bow or miniature flower, that's the best way to do it. And then you can see what the finished project is going to look similar to. So, and if you want to, you can make it as, you know, angled as you want. If you'd rather do it more to where the bigger strips are closer together, and then, you know, put these still where they're wide, or, you know, put them going the other way, like that. You can do it whichever way. I don't like doing it like that. I like it just doing it to where this is an X and then the other 2 overlap on top. So now, having said that, we're going to move to the next step, which is hot gluing them together. And make sure that you stay in the middle, like where the last glue that you put on is. And you can feel it because it'll be hard in the middle. I'm having trouble with my hot glue gun. I don't know why. So angle that the way you want it and make sure it falls down in the middle. If it's not, just kind of slide it over. Mine angled just a little bit more. And there's those two. Let those dry a little bit more. Okay, and that's how I want them. And now from here, if you want to test again where exactly you're going to put this first one, because that's what makes it even. Or if you want to glue these separately, that's fine. You can move the big ones out of the way and go ahead and glue these in an X, which is probably what I will do once I see how angled I want it, and that's how I want them angled. So I'm going to take that off and I'm going to glue these. Okay. And then put it in the middle again where that last glue spot was. And that's what those look like. This one actually got glued a little bit crooked, but that's okay because it's not really noticeable when it's on this, because it's just a little bit. So now that's how I want those. Is angled just like that. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue up under here. Make sure that's even. Okay, and now I'm just going to take this little bow that I have and I'm going to stick it in the middle. Just a little glue because these bows don't take much. And then just put it directly in the middle. So that's what it looks like, and then you can just put whatever kind of clip you want on it. I think I'm going to put the what I call the alligator mouth clip. I don't like barrettes for these as much unless you have the jumbo barrettes. Those are okay, but I do prefer these. Don't forget the flat side is what's going to go up against your head. So you will use the angled side to glue it on. And try not to get on the angle too much because that will make the bow more crooked. And you might want to check on yours, check where your bow is exactly going to touch the clip before you put your glue on. I've already done this project a few times, so I know exactly where the glue is going to go. And then trying to find a spot where the big ribbon's horizontal and press it down and try to open it, because as you can see there's a film of glue already trying to stick to the other side, and you can just get that off when it cools off. If you think more glue needs to go on, like if you need to put more right there where the angle is or towards the tip, then that's fine. You can go ahead and do that. I think this will hold it good enough for this bow, because this bow is not too heavy. And that's what the finished project looks like. Also, one thing that I forgot to do on this is to make sure that the bow is angled correctly. Like this one will stand straight up while this one's horizontal. I forgot to do that. So this is the finished project. I hope you like it, and please subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching.